So it's the 12th of December and this is 22 degrees and I'm down here on Palmanova beach. Now, as many of you do know, I've been living on the islands now since 2005, which makes it, at time of recording, going on 19 years living on the island, and I have never ever known weather quite like this in December. Now, it is really unusual that we're getting temperatures here in the 20s in December. You can see I'm in a t-shirt. The air here is actually warm, it's blowing up from Africa. It's a gorgeous day, so we're going to take a walk along the beach here and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what winters seem to be like over here on the island. So I'm filming this on the weekday, so of course we haven't got the high numbers of people out on the beaches that we have had over the weekend, and well, we did have some lovely temperatures over the weekend too. Go back and check out my live stream from over Magaluf and you can see what I mean. But we do have a few sunbathers on the beach today, and of course look, we can see people coming down with their deck chairs onto the beach, and who can blame them? I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous weather and it's so unusual for December. Now, we're not supposed to be having these kinds of temperatures moving on into December, and in fact we're not supposed to be having these temperatures over the winter too, but it seems to be a changing way of life over here at the moment. Could it be global warming? It well could be, because in all the years that I've lived here, normally at this time of year I'm in a coat, I'm not sunbathing on the beach, or I'm not out here in a t-shirt, but as you can actually see just how warm it is over here today, and also just look at how gorgeous the water is too. Now, if you are coming over to Mallorca over the Christmas season, if you're coming over for Christmas, what can you expect? Well, unfortunately, these lovely temperatures are not going to last. We're going to see the temperatures dip a little bit over the next few days and going on through the rest of December. I can see a little bit of rain forecast as we go on into Christmas week. However, I do see those temperatures creeping up again as we head on towards the end of December. And if we're having 18 degrees forecast for the end of December, well, who knows, it could creep up into the early 20s too, because, well, these temperatures that we have today just have not been forecast either. So where are the best places to go in Mallorca at this time of year if you want to go to the beach? So just a couple of weeks ago, back in November, I was over on calas in Ilietes on another really unseasonal winter's day to show you why visiting the coves or calas at this time of year is possibly one of the very best experiences ever. So you can see I'm over here on calas beach, which is over here in Ilietes, just at the beginning of Calvia. And we've got highs today of 23 degrees. It's extremely sunny and it's extremely warm. But my advice is, if you're coming to the island out of season, make sure you make the most of visiting the gorgeous little coves that we have over here on the island. It's the best time to visit, and we're going to see right behind me now how empty it is today. Now, over the hot summer months and during the summer season, you're going to find this beach to be normally very packed and very busy, but as you can see, they've taken away the sun umbrellas and the sunbeds as well, leaving room for just, well, people coming down here to enjoy the day on the beach. Now, it's a lot less of a touristy experience over here on the beaches in Mallorca over the winter months, and there's a lot more space too, particularly when they do get rid of the sunbeds as well. There's a lot more space on the beach. So if you're wondering if you can swim over here in Mallorca over the winter, well, yes, you can. The best months for swimming in the winter are going to be in November and December, when you still have the warmth from the summer warming the sea. When we head towards February and March, well, the sea is going to be a lot colder as well, because obviously the temperatures are going to be a lot lower. But on a day like this, where we've got this beautiful sunshine, well, I can only say that you really do need to go for a nice refreshing swim to cool down. Just check this out. This is honestly absolute Mallorcan paradise. So if you are visiting some of the other beaches around the island in the winter, like so some of the bigger beaches that I'd normally recommend visiting during the hot summer months, such as Alcudia Beach, just because it is so large and you're always going to find room on the sands down there. Well, over the winter months, those beaches are going to become a little bit windier as well. So if you do have a slightly breezy day, you're going to really feel it more over on the bigger beaches, particularly if we have a cool wind blowing over the island. These smaller calas are just absolutely a lot more sheltered. You're going to get a much more peaceful and blissful experience over here, much more so actually than you would do over the summer months. So this is why I recommend even getting a weekend break over here during the winter. And I will be coming over to the beaches as well during the winter months, so please consider subscribing to my channel as well if you want to keep up to date with what the beaches are like over here in Mallorca, regardless of the time of year that I am visiting. So during the summer season, of course, you're going to benefit from having lifeguarded beaches, and they're lifeguarded throughout the day, normally from around 9 or 10 in the morning until about 6 or 7 in the evening. But I'm afraid we do not get that over the winter months. Lifeguard service does stop on the 31st of October. So if you are over here swimming, then just make sure you take extra care, make sure somebody knows where you are, and also just make sure as well that maybe you're not swimming on your own in any of the calas and the coves. Look out too for occasional jellyfish. You can get jellyfish swarms that do pop up over the winter months as well, and without those warning flags flying, well, you're not going to know if they're in the area. But with water this clear, well, I think you're going to be able to see quite clearly if there are any jellyfish, and well, I can't see a single jellyfish over here today. Okay everyone, I hope this video is useful for you if you're coming over to Mallorca out of season and you want to know what the beaches are like over the winter. Don't forget too, you can find me in the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. And if you want to find out what Mallorca is like at other times of the year, then do check out my monthly guides, which I also have on my channel, and also what the weather is like too in Mallorca at different times of year. And I'll drop a few videos just here and here too. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Goodbye for now.